Yo, what it is, y'all? What it is, and welcome back. This is Conversations with Sir Throwback 23. I'm waiting on my guests. They're about to pop in soon. Let me see. Let me see if they here. Hold on. I know I sent the link out, so they should be popping up soon. But anyway, how y'all doing out there? We about to get to some dope topics. We about to talk about some dope stuff. This is relatable. This is something that everybody can learn something about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy to be here to share this moment with you guys, man. How y'all doing out there? Happy Good Friday, sort of say. You understand what I'm saying? We got one guest that's here. Let me make sure he's in the building. Okay. Let me we got here. We got Dario in the building.
Saddening, saddening.
What's good? What's good, Dario?
Man, not much, not much. No,
Yeah,
cool,
we got
cool.
we waiting on one more guest, man. We waiting on one more guest. I think we got the other one. We got Fasa coming. Okay, cool. We got Fasa in the building. What's good,
What up,
Fasa?
kid? What up, my guy?
What up? Now, y'all looking at the screen right now. Shout out to Brittany Duh. That's my moderator right there, man. Brittany Duh's in the building. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get Brittany Duh. We gotta get her on with us one day. I keep telling her, man, stop playing. Let's all get together. You know what I'm saying? And let's get things rolling. But let me how y'all brothers feeling today as I get everything situated? How y'all brothers feeling, man?
I'm good, brother.
Lovely.
Y'all feeling lovely? What's the flavor? What's the so my man Fasa, he's in the West Coast right now. How is it out there?
No, I'm actually on. I'm actually on the Midwest. I'm
Oh
in
yeah,
Youngstown.
yeah. Foster's on the Midwest and Dario's on the West Coast. So
Right.
Foster,
Yeah.
how's the Midwest looking out there before we start?
Man, the weather is bipolar, brother. The weather is bipolar, man. 1 minute we got nice weather, and then the next minute it's cold as ever.
I
So
hear
yeah.
that. I hear that. I hear that.
Yes, sir, brother.
What about you, Dario?
Uh,
How's it
right
looking
now,
over there?
right now it's drudgy. Right now it's kind of like, what do you call it? Foggy. Kind of foggy right now for the
Kind
first
of
time.
foggy.
Yeah, yeah. It's cold.
Oh,
It's
okay.
cold for some reason. It's been cold lately.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. I'm trying to get. I'm pretty new to StreamYard, so I'm trying to get. You know how I had each of us lined up together, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm trying to get that in order right now as we speak. Oh, the layout. Okay, I'm here. So let me see. I think there we go.
Ooh!
There we go. There we go. It only take me a few seconds to get it right. It only take me a few seconds to get it right.
I
But
wish
anyway,
you could be in the middle though. I don't know why they got
I
me
don't
in
have
the
to be in
middle.
the middle. No. Bro, it's no ego with me, bro. It's all of us in this together, bro. So I don't care
No,
Yeah.
who's in the middle,
no,
bro.
but you know.
I really don't care about none of that. But let's get to it, man. Let's get straight to it. All right. We got a couple things that we want to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I'm gonna chop this videos down. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna throw it on TikTok. I'm gonna throw it on IG. I'm gonna get everybody involved. But I just want to just say before we start, thank you to you brothers for joining me today on this Good
Thank you.
Friday. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
most
Thank you,
definitely,
brothers,
bro.
man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Man,
Most definitely.
it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. So let's get straight to it. Now,
Yeah.
the very first question, is Usher breaking up happy homes on purpose, or is he just doing his job? Talk to me.
I
Talk to
mean,
me. Is that man
Yo.
is that man breaking up happy homes on purpose? Because I know y'all seen what Usher did, and he feeds the cherries. He did
Yeah.
that to her. He did that to an older lady.
Yeah.
That older lady is getting divorced behind that. I hope y'all know that.
yeah.
Her man got pissed. And he wasn't feeling that, and now she's getting divorced behind her actions with Usher. So do you feel like Usher's in the wrong, or he just doing his job? How y'all feel about that?
I mean, I'm married, so I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife, she want to go to an Usher concert in one way, but she ain't going. I ain't letting her. But, but, but I will say, I work with Usher, so I mean, he doing his job. You know what I mean? He doing what he got to do. You know, I mean, I hate it though, but you
I'm
know,
gonna be
I hate
real.
it for
I'm
the
going
family.
to be
Oh,
real, bro. I'm gonna be real. Usher know what he doing, man. Usher know what he doing, bro. He know what he doing, man. Like I don't know. That's
So, this is how I feel about it, right? This is how I feel about the Usher situation. I feel he's doing his job, right? But it's not his fault because that's his. Like I said, he's doing his job. It's the lady's fault. If you know that you got a husband or a man that would care if you licking all over that man's cherries, so to
right,
say.
right, right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying? In the
right.
public eye, that anybody could they probably got kids to get to with each other, so their kids could Google and see their mama up there licking on cherries from Usher. You know, it's embarrassing. They might go to church. They church family might could pull that up. Everybody's laughing at them. You know, that's an embarrassing thing for a married couple or even a
Especially
boyfriend
black
and girlfriend
women.
situation.
Especially
But
black women.
yes, exactly. So I think it don't really falls on Usher, even though I think he's slick. The boy's slick now. The boy's slick, but he's doing his job. He's getting paid to entertain. So I don't feel it's Usher's fault. I truly believe it's the women who know that they have these situations, but they just don't care. They just want to indulge in the moment.
Right.
That's my take on it. That's my take on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, I think you're right. I mean,
I
I
agree.
agree. Definitely agree.
I agree with that as well. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, nah, you out there licking on some cherries at a concert, and you married. You got a whole husband at home, and then it go viral, and then you up here arguing with the man about why he, trying to impress your girlfriends and all that. Man, you tripping. You need to nah. That's. I think these women out here acting like girls, like little girls. Nah,
Yeah,
you about to throw your whole relationship away so you can eat some cherries and hear a cold crowd yell behind you, and you're gonna be while you by yourself, you're gonna be lonely and sit back like, dang, I messed up. I shouldn't have did that.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yep.
did y'all get a chance to see the video of the lady?
No, where's the video at?
Man, let me see if I could find that video, man, if I could pull that up. I think I got it right here. I'm gonna play it real quick. Let me see if I can get that going. I'm gonna see if I can play it real quick. Oh, it said the video's too large. I got the video. I got this video right here, but it said the video that I got right here is a little bit too large.
Mm.
Damn. I
How
knew I was
long
supposed to
ago
cue
was
some.
this, really?
Yeah, I got a whole 2 minute. I was supposed to cut that down. I was supposed to cut that down, but it's all good. But yo, it's an older lady, right?
Right.
She looked to be about her. I was saying maybe like in her 50s,
Which is
50s.
worse. That's worse.
Right, right. And let me tell you something. She was open. She even, if you read her lips, she told Usher, "I do whatever you want me to do." She told Usher,
She
"I do
tripping.
whatever you want me to do."
She tripping, man.
Tripping,
Yeah,
tripping.
man.
That's
You 50,
wild, man.
you in your 50, 60 years old out here.
That's wild, man. Yo, Thrilly, how long ago was this, bro?
This was recently. This was like last week, I believe, or something like that. I seen that clip. Either maybe like a week ago, week and a half ago. This was very recent, bro.
This
Very
cat.
recent.
Yo, I think Usher been having to deal with this stuff ever since he done stepped into the spotlight. Like for real.
Right. Right.
Yo, that cup is crazy.
Y'all feeling this?
Dope Black Days. Yeah, let's
Fire.
go.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. We
Fire.
gotta represent for
Most
the dope black
definitely.
dads, man.
Most
Let's go.
definitely. Fire. But yeah, I think
That's
I've been dealing with this stuff ever since he done stepped into the spotlight, man.
right.
This is nothing new for him. Like,
Right. Right.
this is nothing new. Like, he
So,
probably done
brothers,
deal with a lot more worse complaints than this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, brothers, listen, man. I'm gonna get into a deeper topic right now. So now we gotta get a little deep. So this is something I don't even think I mentioned to y'all before we started. Vibes Cartel recently, he just had a concert down here in Brooklyn in my city, right? And he was going around doing a lot of interviews, and he was talking about the situation to when he bleached his skin, and he said, that he would never bleach his skin again. So my question is, what I'm saying? what kind of impact you think that he will have over people, you know what I'm saying, who bleach their skin or who might not, appreciate their blackness. Because that's the whole thing. If somebody bleached their skin, you could tell they're totally not in tune with their culture. They don't accept their culture. They reject their culture, and they just don't appreciate the skin that they're in. That's why they try to bleach their skin to look lighter than what they really are. So how do you think, him coming out and saying that? Do you think that's going to empower people who feel like that they might want to bleach their skin? How y'all feel about that?
I remember people used to talk about Michael Jackson, God rest his soul. He
Hmm.
Mike Jack bleaching his skin. People used to make jokes out of that and thought it was cool. Like, so me personally, I wouldn't recommend somebody wanting to bleach their skin, but
Now,
I
do you think Vibes Cartel? Because Vibes Cartel, he has a big following, bro. Like he's like the Michael Jackson of Jamaica.
wow.
Because I've been to Jamaica. I flew to, I travel, you know what I'm saying? So I've been to Jamaica. And when I went to Jamaica, that's one of the first questions I asked the natives. I said, yo, who's the top dog artist out here? Vibes Cartel, man. Vibes Cartel. But when I was out there, he was in jail. I wasn't out there when he was released. So I can imagine how Jamaica's turning up right now. Shout out to anybody who's watching this. Shout out to anybody who see this is from Jamaica. Big up to y'all. But when I went out there, man, I'm telling you, Vibes Cartel is a big time over there. So, so do you think with his influence that he can kind of encourage people to accept their blackness? Because he mentioned that. He said, yo, he would never do that again. And that he's more in tune with his culture, that he really regret doing that. But he had different like kind of excuses why he did that. First, he said it was so people could see his tattoos clearer. Then, he said he just felt like he wanted to see his skin lighter. I don't know. But in my mind, I'm thinking like this. I'm proud that he came out and said, like, yo, listen, I acknowledge I bleached my skin. Because Sammy Sosa never acknowledged it, came out and said nothing like that. Because, Sammy Sosa did that. You know what I'm saying? But he never came out
Yeah.
and said, yo, listen, I bleached my skin. I regretted it. I'm happy with my melanin. You understand what I'm saying? But he
Right.
came out and he stood up. He said, "Yeah, listen, this is a terrible mistake. I bleached my skin, but now I would never do that again. And I love the melanin that I have." So my question to y'all is like, yo, do y'all think that's going to empower more people? Because there's people out there with color complexes. Let's keep it real. There's people for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, far as your heritage, I don't really believe in culture, but like
Mhm.
far as your heritage, I mean, I think it's like a shame to do that to your heritage and who you are as a person, especially Vibes Cartel. I didn't know that he did that, and I knew he got out of jail. I found out he got out of jail by when Kai Cenat was when he was at the Grammys, and he sent him out there and stuff like that. But I didn't know that he was out of jail. But dang, like that's crazy. Out of all the
Yeah.
people, you don't expect that from him. But I don't know. I mean, if he got that much influence, it might trickle down. And that's funny you brought that up because Africa, they're starting to like have a bunch of people rioting over the white Christ, and then they was just rioting over white skin, and they just kind of like acknowledging whiteness more than that's starting to become a topic again. And I'm just like, how y'all scared to be black? Why y'all ashamed to be in your color? Like what?
Right.
It don't with stuff like that don't even hit my mind. Like I mean, I don't even understand people who do stuff. I don't understand. It don't to each his own. Yeah, like I love this.
Yeah, like
I love the skin that I'm in too. I love being black, bro. I love it. I love it.
That's it.
Hundred
That's
percent.
all.
100%.
power.
Big
That's it.
fist. Big fist.
Real.
So, all right. So, y'all want to get into the next question, or what we doing?
Of course, man. What's
All
next
right.
up?
Where we
Let's
going?
do it then. So, the next question is actually proposed by my man Dario Lee. That's the man you see in the middle. That's the king right there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, stop
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
we on really throwbacks. We're not on
it's
Barry.
it's it's all good, man. It's all good. So Dario proposed a great question. He said, "How much influence us blacks have over the world, but we don't." No, let me rephrase that. He said he was touching on the influence that us black people have over the world, but we don't get accepted in the business society as such. You know what I'm saying? So how do y'all feel about that? So with all the influence that we have over people, whether it be music, fashion, entertainment, things that we created, how come we did all of these beautiful things? And this is a great question, Dario, and we don't get accepted in the same world that we created these things and we influence people with this stuff. Why y'all think this happens? Well, why touch on that.
They hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us, man. They like hey, we it, and they don't want us to take over it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. They don't want us to take over it, but we already it. It's just like God. You know, we gods of the planet. I don't say kings. I don't say we kings because what's a king to a god? You know what I'm saying? Small G. You know what I'm saying? Like we gods. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible said, there's gods, there's many gods, but I'm the true God. So we living under that. So us as black men, we gods around here. Like they want to be like us. You see what I'm saying? So
Yo, Dario sound like a 5%er, man.
Don't really chill, son.
Yo,
hey, real
yo, Fasa, how you feel about that, brother?
He ain't lying, man. I almost started to say, I almost started to quote Kendrick. They not like us, man. And, we come from a heritage of, like, I put it in my album, if it's not effective, if it's not enough, be effective what you got. And the reason we survive is, our bloodline cut crops. You know what I mean? And to see we went from that to where we at now. We done had Obama in office. You know what I'm saying? We took over the world, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And times have changed to where it could, bring jealousy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jealousy, for real. So
yeah,
I'm all with Black Power. Most definitely. I'm all with the movement, most definitely. So yeah, I'm always for my people, man. Most definitely. So I agree with Dario, for real. I honestly do, for real.
Yeah, that's powerful, man. And I just want to say one thing, like, even with the Black Panther movement, that was such a powerful movement, and it got a bad stigma because I think anytime Black people I felt like came together that powerful, it scared the world. Like with the Black Panther Party, they strategically infiltrated that whole organization to take them down because I feel like they were scared of the unity, the power. Like for example, when you see a group of organized brothers together, that makes certain people nervous, and y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
Oh,
When everybody's divided and going against each other, everybody's calm because that's what they want us to do. They want us to fight each other. They want us to kill each other. They want us to eliminate each other. That's the whole goal. You understand what I'm saying? But when they see that we're together and we're organized, that's scary to them. That's scary because let me tell you something. We took our black dollar, right? And we, what I'm saying, we came together like those guys back in Black Wall Street, and we really was together, and we stood on principle, and we let our money circulate within our community. Oh man, we'll be so far ahead of the game, man. It's a shame, bro. It's a shame.
Yeah. I look at Africa, right? I look at Africa like the little boys in Africa that get sticks and they building electric out of sticks in Africa. How brilliant is that? You got me like that. How brilliant is that when you push us to the ground and we rise up all the time? That means that because we're already that. Like if you look at Africa, we got gold and diamonds underneath the ground.
Right.
And that's why you feel like if you broke, you ain't got no money in your pocket, you still feel rich. Because it's in our blood already.
Look at that.
Already. Like, we can create a better dollar than this dollar that got these white faces on it.
Deep.
My bad, man. I'm just saying,
Deep.
I'm on my Charleston White. I want hey, let's get to it, all of us. But nah, people be stealing our slang, stealing us and trying to No, shoo us out the way. That's all.
Yeah, man. How you feel about that, Foss?
I actually feel like the more we stick together as a unit, the scarier it's gonna become. You know what I mean? Like I love seeing a group of pause. Like I love seeing a group of brothers staying together in one unity,
Mm,
and we all like just come to. You know, I just like the idea of it. To be honest, man,
mm,
I could go on
mm,
for days, but I'll stop there, man. I just like.
mm,
I love seeing a group of black men get together and stand as one unit. I just love seeing it. I
mm.
really do. Like I really do.
Oh, definitely, man. I totally agree with both of you brothers, man. Like, I definitely agree, but and that takes me back to like, that's why I feel like personally, and Dario, you're on the West Coast, so you definitely could relate. I really feel like Tupac was assassinated, bro.
Right.
It was deeper than what people think. We gotta
Right.
remember, Pac came from the Black Panther, party. Like he was born into the Black Panther party. His mother was a Panther. His aunt was a Panther that's wanted, Asada Shakur. Like so, it's deep. And if you really look at Pac history and you look at his albums, Pac was dropping so much jewels to uplift Black people. I'm telling you, especially a particular album, Me Against the World. If you go back and listen to Me Against the World, bro,
Yo,
if
yo,
you
yo,
listen
yo.
to the tracks,
Stop. That's my favorite album from Pop.
oh, I love that
I
album.
was just playing that album.
Love that album, bro.
My favorite
No
album.
skips from the front to the end. No
Right.
I was
skips.
just playing that album.
And let me tell you something,
I
bro.
got a
He was
homeboy on that
dropping.
album. I got a homeboy on that album too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a homeboy that's on that album.
Who's your homeboy? Who's your homeboy?
It's my homeboy Ra. I don't know if you heard of. He's a little boy in the album. His name is Ra.
Oh, that was I know. Yeah,
You know Ra?
he was talking about the Young Thugs. He said,
Was he?
yeah,
Ra.
Was he
that's your
producing?
boy.
Yeah, that's my homeboy. Yeah, he sing. He can sing. He can sing like a mug too, man. He can sing.
What, yo? That's dope.
That's my nigga, man. I'm sorry.
That's dope. That's so dope, bro. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that he was talking about the Young Thugs and he was mentioning Rod. Yeah. That's fire,
Was
bro.
he rapping or was he singing?
No, he was like
Go ahead, Chris.
he was like in the beginning of the song, right? He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He was in the beginning. He was just like a little boy at the time, and Pac was like my little homies. And he said, "Rod, get in here" or something like that. And then
now he
he
was
said,
like,
"I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. I'm
nah,
a real
no, he told Rod, he said you keeping it real. He said, yeah, I'm keeping
keeping
it
it
real.
real."
He said,
Yeah,
how old are y'all? He said, I'm
I'm
11.
11. Yup.
I
Right.
know this kid.
Yeah,
And then
right.
Pop was like, all I know is murder,
Yeah, he could
for
sing,
my
man.
state, preoccupied homicide. Yo,
Man,
Yo,
he
I
could
gotta
sing.
hear this, man.
Tupac
Like,
is different, bro.
hey, yo, what's the name of the song so I can look it up?
He's an
Outlaw.
Yep.
Outlaw?
Outlaw.
All
Go
right.
hard.
Yeah,
You know
God.
what? I
Actually,
think
he was
I-
rapping.
he was rapping on that.
No, I'm just saying he was just quoting with Pac. He was like, "Dear God, I wonder,
Yeah, I wonder, can you save me?
That's
Yeah,
right.
he did do that.
That's
Dear
right. That's
God,
right.
I wonder, could you save me?
That's my nigga. He a cool dude.
Yo.
He's from Peru. I mean, he's from I'm sorry, Mob Peru.
Oh, my Paru? Okay.
Yeah, so he told me about like they got a lot of things he told me, like they got a shrine and a house that's for Pac in a hood that nobody can see, and they got a picture of Pac, and they be like basically how the gangbangers be in Chicago, how they be praying to, mindset is kind of messed up on that, but they be praying to the shrine like old Pac. It's kind of wild, but I mean, I know a lot of people that know Pac. You know what I mean? A lot of people that I met that I had a lot of long talks with. Yeah, that knew Pac. I'm in LA, so
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Rod, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's my nigga, man. He's super cool, man.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Love, man. Love, for real.
Hey,
What's up.
Yo, Thrilly D. Yo, I have to get dinner prepared, man. I just want to say thank you guys for your time, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. You already know, man. You already know, brother.
I gotta do this again, man. Y'all know I love doing this, bro. I love linking with y'all, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. We gonna get to the other questions, man. But definitely, man. You already know, Foss.
All right, later on, G.
All right, take care, brother.
You taking off? I didn't know he was leaving. I thought he was just saying saying he loved it. I didn't know he was leaving.
Oh, yeah, he was going. He said, "I get dinner prepared, bro."
Oh, I couldn't hear it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
That's
said he
another
gotta
shit.
get dinner prepared. Yeah, he gotta do is get his dinner prepared for for his family, whatever. I don't know,
Dang.
but yo, let's continue, man. All right.
All right.
So, um, I believe my next. Did we cover the Adam 22 question in the Vlad TV? We didn't get to that yet, right?
No. I don't think we got to that.
All right,
Like
so
Vlad
so,
or Adam 22 yet.
so let's get to that real quick. So the next question is this: are guys like Adam 22 and Vlad TV culture vultures, and if so, why?
Okay. So uh, I got a friend that's in media, and a lot of people don't like Vlad. A lot of people don't like Vlad out here, especially if you're black. A lot of people don't like Vlad. But what I could say is Vlad, yes, they are culture vultures in a certain way, especially Adam 22. He was a culture vulture, 100,000%. He really worked with them people, and he trying to really just kind of like keep them stupid, keep them shooting each other, keep them like the same, like not coming together. So if it's anybody to me is Adam 22. Vlad, what the problem with Vlad is, I mean, the thing with Vlad is Vlad is an admirer. He's an admirer. So he doing what black folks supposed to do. Like he inviting individuals on his show that people forgot about, the blacks that people forgot about, which is wild to me because it's like, how did he know about this person? Like, I think he had like old boy that was in Friday. You know what I mean? Ezel. He had Ezel
Yeah,
on there. You have individuals on there that a lot of people wouldn't even invite to their shows. You know what I mean? He the type
right.
that would invite like Robert Townsend. Like Robert Townsend, right? That's like go back to the first question that you were saying about like, black excellence and things like that. Robert Townsend, who had the first black studio, but he was overlooked because of Tyler Perry
Mm-hmm.
and because of money. When it's Robert Townsend, when it's Damon Wayne, I mean not with Damon Wayne, but Keenan Ivory Wayans, like the ones who really was in the fire, by themselves. So like they in the fire by themselves
Mm-hmm.
doing this, and people always talk about like shock value. Black folks is going off of shock value when you're not even focusing on the black folks that's by themselves.
Right.
One person to come out and go out and do that, like a Walt Disney.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I see like I'm not Adam 22, but Vlad, he's showing love to the black forgottens, but it just sucks because it's him. You know what I mean? It ain't a black man doing that. You got me. It should be a black man showing love, but that's the problem with black folks. We
Yeah.
always beating up on our own peoples when in
Right.
fact you should be bigging them up like a Vlad. Like a Vlad that would do that. I really don't like Vlad the way he speaks sometimes, but he not in tune to us. You know what I mean? So why not us show respect to us? You know what I'm saying? It's about
Right.
like you hating your own people, like you hating your own blackness. To me, that's just me.
Right. I just personally feel that people like to use the word culture vulture. I would more use opportunists, and the reason why I say opportunists
That's a good
is
word.
because they would use other people's problems and situations for monetary gain. So it's not because they care about the artist, that they're fans of the artist, that they really like the artist. It's more of that, okay, this artist had this type of controversy. And I know if I speak on this, this could bring views and like and revenue to my channel. So I feel they're more opportunists than just culture vultures. They could be
Yeah.
culture vultures. They could be, but I
Mhm.
would label them more like opportunists
Opportunists. Yeah, I like that
in
word
my
better. Actually.
opinion. That's what I would say.
I
I
love it
don't really
better.
think that they really like these artists like that because
Yeah.
think about it. Like you said, they'll bring in guys from that you haven't heard about in years, but if they had an interesting story that they feel that they can get a whole bunch of views off of, they'll
Right.
offer them a few bucks,
Right.
maybe like 10 racks or 7 racks or
Right.
even 5 racks to come
Right.
on their platform and speak
Right.
about it and probably make double or triple more than what they offered them.
True. True.
It's a business. It's a
To a
business.
certain degree. Yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah.
business.
I see it from that standpoint. And then I also see it from another standpoint where they could just kind of like take that and try to like dangle that in front of black folks' face to say like, oh, y'all folks thought that this person was nothing. You thought that person was even higher than him. Like you rather
Right.
go interview Kevin Hart, but you
Right.
forgot about this person over here. So I'm gonna pull him on the show and show my blackness and give and pay homage when you didn't even pay homage to this person. So I'm
Right.
showing myself to seem more blacker than you because you
Right.
guys are just following trends all the time.
Right.
So I definitely agree. Yeah, it's definitely for shock value and more money and exposure and that little it's really strategic, like so yeah, I think he is an opportunist. Obviously, yeah, definitely
Some people call them the feds. Some people feel like every time they
well,
go sit down and talk to them, that somebody
yeah,
end up getting locked up.
yeah. Well, see, that's what I was saying with Adam 22 is that Adam 22 he it's kind of like Vlad set it up and Adam 22 take him down in one way, for some individuals,
Yeah.
because I will say, like, I like one thing I like about Vlad is that he does bring in these individuals. I mean, he bring in Michael Francese's, I can't say his name right. He was a mafia leader to this black. I mean, he
Yeah.
bringing so many individuals that you would never think will be on a podcast, and
Right.
I like the way he got it set up. I'm not gonna say I don't like it because it put a spotlight on him and it makes you want to investigate even more.
Right.
So I like it. I just think like you said, I definitely believe that the FBI and the CIA work in different ways that they can be able to partner with him and get into his content. And he's like open to just say, "Oh yeah, of course I'll give you that information. Of course I'll give you the cut footage that we cut off. Of course I'll put that in so you can build the case and investigate more."
But Vlad and them claim that he don't give up no footage. That's what he claimed.
Of course, yeah. That's what he claimed. But we know. I mean, I'm not gonna say we know, but we come on now. You too. Like you can hear it in your. We black, like we know, like we got a thing that's in us that we know. You know what I mean? Like we ain't like they call us dummies, but they know we not dummies. That's what I'm saying.
So is Vlad capping?
Of 100%, 100%, 100,000% he capping. The word for the young
For the
boys and stuff.
youngsters, right?
Yeah, he
That's the
capping.
youngsters' words.
Yeah, he capping for real.
Big cap. That's crazy,
Big
man.
cap,
That's crazy.
major cap.
That's
You ain't
crazy.
lying like a mug.
Lying like a mug. I hear that, brother. So listen, man, we're gonna get into even though Fox is not here.
Okay.
Out of respect, so we still want to honor his questions because since
Absolutely.
he thought, and we know he had to leave and do his family thing, so we would never disrespect family. Family first, so I understand if you have to dip, So let's honor Foster right now because he had two questions that he wanted to propose. So Foster said, "Why is it that in society most black men are being judged for not having a father in their life? Why are they being judged for not having a father in their life?"
Go back to the same thing. Shock value. Shock value is something to laugh at. It's something to say that I'm better than you. I have my dad in my life. You didn't. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm this, I'm that. It's kind of like bad behavior more than anything. And you should be kind of susceptible to hear what this person's, and it's messed up, like us that grew up without fathers in the household or anything like that. For the ones who grew up without a total father, yeah, that's a bad situation. I hear myself echoing. It must be last time I heard it, and I think it's coming because it's in your side. I don't know if it's too loud.
You think the echo is on my side?
Yeah, because if it echoes, it'll go. Let me see. If you turn your volume down on me. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Good.
Okay, yeah, maybe my volume was too high.
Can you still hear me?
I hear you great.
Still good. Okay. Yeah. It's 9 times out of 10 is blacks. I mean, it's a lot of. It's not just blacks. It's just the topics of if you grew up without your dad. That's a suburban ha to them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm better than ha whatever. I don't know.
Well, copy. Yeah, man. I feel like that's an interesting question. Yeah, I think it definitely. I think it's more that I think his question was interesting, But I just feel like a lot of people, you know, especially racist people, feel that most black men grew up without fathers in their lives. And
Oh yeah.
in some cases it's true, and in a lot of cases it's not true. I
It's
had my
not.
father in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My father was around.
Right.
I know plenty of other my friends that had their fathers. But you
Right.
know, stereotypes are going to be stereotypes. Some people in this world that's racist feel like every single black person, male that they see,
Yeah.
didn't have a father.
Right.
Either they didn't have a father or they're not being a father to their kids themselves.
Right. Right.
So when they see me come through with my family, you know what I'm saying, and it's my kids, and you know what I'm saying, and all that, and we all together, I'm like a culture shock to them.
I love it. I love it.
I'm a
I
culture
love
shock.
it.
They
I
look
love
at
it.
us like,
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do, Thread.
this really happening? A full family?
That's normal. That's normal.
But
That's normal.
to racist people, it's not. It's a culture shock to them
Now
because
I don't even
they
know.
was told that all of us split up. You know, all of us is not together.
Right. Right. Now I love that. I think, you know, like one person, like I said, like I'm not a fan of LeBron James on the court, but I'm more of a huge fan of
Off the
LeBron.
court.
I'm the biggest fan ever of LeBron James off the court.
Copy.
Off the court, and like individuals like yourself, dads, black dads that are in their child's life, right now, and it ain't just black dads, just a dad, like actual dads that's in their child's life, like I think that's the coolest, I think that's the greatest thing that any person could do, because I grew up, I didn't have my dad in the home, and it's like I'm supposed to be, like a lot of people are scared to voice that, and I'm an actor, so it's my job to expose myself in one way. So
Mhm.
it's like I love exposing it, because it
Right.
is a problem, like Foster said. It's a major problem,
Right.
and it is a problem, yet you have to acknowledge what it really is. You don't really kind of like joke with that situation, because it
Right.
goes back to, like he said, mental health, you know, like the mental health situation and things like that. But I really look at it as like, if you a dad,
Mhm.
especially if you're a male and you got a boy,
Mhm.
I'm just using, and a girl, really. If you a dad, you should love to be a dad. You know what I
Right.
mean? I had a father, he kicked me to the curb. He didn't
Mm.
want to, he didn't want to be involved in everything that I was doing. You know, like I picked up the basketball, I balled, but he didn't come up to the games. He only came to one of
Right.
my games. And the other one, my dad came. I mean, my mother pulled him to the game. So
Right.
mom's was in the stands, but dad wasn't. You got me? So,
Got you.
you know, like in that situation, it's great to have a dad. I think that's the greatest, grandest thing you can do, to have a
That's the
father
fact.
there to be in your life, to shape you, to mold you for those tough situations in some ways. And then so
Mhm.
and then a lot of people, like, what thing we talk, well, we already had this conversation in a certain way already. So it's like, you know, I look at it like, you know, we have to, a lot of people today can't stand to see a woman raising a child.
Right.
Yet you don't want to, like, you can't it's like, what's the end goal here, right? Our end goal is to get to point A to point B.
To point
If
B.
if that mama was able to get that boy or that male to get to point B, you have to, and then even surpass the point B to get on to C and D and E, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you gotta applaud that woman. You got me? So
Absolutely.
so that's why I say, like, when men hear other men like myself say, "Oh, congratulations to this mama that can raise like they can raise a son," that don't mean I'm a simp or anything like that. That means that I'm looking at the situation is that some men is just scared to be men, and don't want to value being a dad. You got
Right.
me? And that's just what it is. It's like, you can't sit back and just make an excuse all the time as a man, because my father, like, he went to work, true enough, like you right now, you tired, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you doing this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you coming here still going through the mud, through the situation. That's a
100%.
sign of, like, oh, I'm sticking to the goals, I don't care what I'm, that right there gets swept under the rug. And that is one thing that my father lacked. My father lacked that. He figured that if I go to this job at Goodyear, right? Because he
Mm-hmm.
worked at Goodyear in Akron, Ohio. I go to this job at Goodyear, then I'm done for today. I call
Right.
my son, you good? All right, bye. Right?
Right.
And it's just like it's more to being a father than it's just going to work and going home and talking and shedding, being older than you are older than the child and just telling them. You got to kind of be in
Right.
their life to rear and raise the child in a certain way to get him on the path and support him. You know what I mean? My father didn't support me, man. And it was one thing I meant to tell you on the interview one time is that I went when I went to 5-star camp, he
Yeah.
drove me there and I won MVP. I had all these trophies, right? He didn't even want to really drive me there. You could tell in his demeanor.
Wow.
So when he dropped me off, he only did it because my mama had to yell at him to do it. You got
Yeah.
me? And I was there on the summer. Like I said, he dropped me off. I come back. I'm all, little boy.
Yeah.
Dad, look. Dad, look at me. I got, you know how children
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Dad, I got trophies. You know what I mean? Be
Yeah.
glad. You waiting for your dad to love you or be
Yeah.
glad about what you did like that. Oh, that's good. Whatever. Put him in the trunk. He didn't care. He didn't no talk
Wow.
about how much did you average. No talk about what was the game like. Or they was hating on you. What did you do? What was your adversity of that? He didn't no kind of conversation to show that you're interested. Those talks on the ride back wasn't no kind of talk about that. You got me? It was just more about like, all right, like I guess I just got done winning this trophy for MVP. Oh, I'm about to go home and watch another NBA player. And that's why I don't like dick riders. Excuse my language.
No, again,
Because
speak your mind.
like you
Speak your
see
mind.
these people, they're dick ride everything, and you're dick ride it. Meanwhile, you got a child next to you that just won MVP of 5-star, the same people that you watching on TV. You ain't gonna support that to get him
Right.
there and
Right.
then be there to support and still get to see all the things. It's weird.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. And a lot of people say, oh, just hush, just let it go. And it's just like, no, let's give credit to the ones who actually do that. So that's why I like LeBron James off the floor. He's a remarkable father. Like, I love that. Like, as a father, any type of man, that I don't have any children, so I can't show it. You got me?
Right.
Any type of man that take care of their son or daughter and support them, they gonna need it, man. That can help their future. I know I needed to support. You know what I mean? So it's not that men are not wrong to talk about it. It's just the fact that, you know what I mean? It made me with Teflon skin. That's all it did. It made me
Right.
with Teflon
Absolutely.
skin. That's all.
Yo, that was deep, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm
I
saying?
apologize going so long.
Nah, bro, listen.
It's
Listen,
real.
we rock.
It's
We
real.
rocking out, man, and everything you said right now could resonate to somebody else's life. So I never want to cut you off when you having a moment. I want you to have your moment, let it all out. And like I said, everything you said was important, and it's definitely will resonate to somebody else's life because there's a lot of other young guys like you yourself that had a similar situation
Right.
that definitely could relate to what you just said. So I'm thankful that you just shared that. I appreciate you for sharing that.
Yeah,
I
we
never
gotta be
want to rush you,
vulnerable.
my brother.
We gotta
Definitely.
we gotta
Because
be honest.
you know how we rock out. I'm a chop. Like I said, I really wish, like even the first interview that me and you did, I really wish I would have chopped things down in a more of a timely fashion. But life was life, and bro, like I was just so busy.
No, I understand, man.
I
I
didn't get
really
a
do.
chance
I
to
understand
really,
everybody, man.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I understand
I didn't
everybody.
really
You
get a chance
know
to
what I mean?
chop it down like I want to, but the beautiful thing about it is we continue to rock out. We doing lives every other week, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and like I said, every time I get a chance, I'll take something important that I feel that we said, or something that people could uh, uh, relate to,
Oh,
or
say
might want to
less.
tune into, and I chop it up and I
Yes.
put it out there. You know what I'm saying? You know
Say
how I do.
less. Yeah.
And that what you just said right there, everything that you just said right there. Oh, best believe I'm gonna have to chop that up because at the end of the day, it's relatable
Oh,
to a
you ain't
lot
gotta
of
tell me. You ain't
black
even gotta
men.
tell me. You ain't gotta tell me.
Uh,
Hey.
a lot of black men. It's relatable. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. So let me just get
Mamas.
to the let me just get to the next the last question from Fasa.
Yeah.
Um, he says how does a black man move around in America when he suffers from mental illness? So
That's so good.
basically, he's trying to say, to paraphrase him, how does he navigate this world and he has a mental illness? Like how hard it is for him. What's the obstacles that he's going to face? Being a black man with mental illness, are they going to see him? Are they going to notice that he has a mental illness, or let me handle him differently, or they're gonna just categorize him, stereotype him as any other black man, and just treat him like shit. Basically, I'm assuming that's what Fox is saying. How you feel about that?
I mean, I can't really care. I can't really say that everything's a mental illness sometimes because,
Mm-hmm.
but I do say that I will say that it's more every person that is if a person is put into society with an issue hanging up on them, right? That person belongs in a different arena, not in a different arena, but more of an arena to pretty much tackle those issues, situations like this. I don't really call that like I don't really see that as like mental illness because mental illness to me is something that is confusion, is a person who is confused and a person who like loves to eat up on confusion. Is that if that
Right.
makes sense? I
Right.
think more or less like a person who like has to maneuver through a life without who didn't have a father as myself.
Yeah.
I don't really want to deem a person like that as mental ill
Mental
and have
illness.
to maneuver through life because that's something that was a hardship that's put on a lot of people. A lot of individuals are what do you call it? Like we was just looking at the other day. What's the word? Oh man, abandoned.
Yeah.
What's the word when they abandon adoption? Adoptive people, individuals who went through adoption agencies and they grew up
Mm-hmm.
without their moms and their fathers and they're functional adults in a certain way.
Right.
And many individuals been through a lot of stuff where they're functional adults in a certain way, or they're
Right.
functioning. Really, they're not functional adults; they're just functioning. And
Right.
we all have some type of illness, if you want to call it mental illness in some sort of way. It's
Right.
just how we deal with it and how we move on. But how do you do that? How do you maneuver through a world like that? Like you got people laughing at you that you didn't grow up with a father. It's a hard thing. It's being honest. Like I'm saying right now, it's bearing the whole thing. This is who I am. So instead
Right.
of like trying to hide it, I wear it out, you know.
Right.
And it's funny you said that. It's funny that that's actually being said because I went to a seminar that was here because I'm a member of Screen Actors Guild. So I
Right.
went to a seminar. It had I can't think of his guy, Courtney B. Vance. Yeah, Courtney B. Vance. They was on the panel. Courtney B. Vance
Mm-hmm.
was up there. It was a couple other guys, the guy from the movie Overlord, and a couple other ones, and they was on the panel and they was speaking about black men and how they out in the public. Same thing, same situation. Because black men, we tend to be called mentally ill, and that's coming from white folks and everything. And we consider mentally ill, but again, we're gods. So, and what I mean by that is guys is that we're complex, we're creative, we're smart, we're geniuses. We are all these type of things. We're too much for the norm of this society that we're in because we're coming from Africa, where we're just like so. I'm not saying just because Africa, but maybe it is. I don't know. You know, that's where and that's where it all is. That's what Christ was. I don't know how the world works or all in that type of way, but it's something about us that we live. Oh man, I'm looking at a fire, man. Another fire. They just started another fire in the hills right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man, I'm seeing it up in the air right now, man.
Damn. Can you tilt the camera so you can
Yeah, I see I don't know if I can zoom it. Let me see if I can flip this. Can I flip it?
maybe you can flip it?
Knock.
Can't flip it. All right, don't worry about it.
It's like smoke in the air, and then my
You
front camera
you
turned it.
you
It's a
safe though?
little
You
bit of
good though,
smoke.
right?
It's a
You good
yeah,
though?
I'm straight. Oh no, I'm straight. I'm straight. It looked like it's right there by Disney, and it's probably
That's
something else.
crazy,
But
bro.
sometimes what happens in LA, you'll have homeless individuals. They'll light stuff on fire to try to set more fires because of what happened, because of whatever. And then we talk about mental health. But to get back
That's
on topic,
crazy.
no,
Yeah.
it's LA, man. It's LA life. This is what they But to get back on topic, like we were sitting there in the seminar and they were speaking on it, and when they was talking, they were speaking about things that black men, what we go through. With black men, we're kind of looked at as boys. It's always looked at as if we're in a bubble all the time. So and
I ain't
that,
no boy.
yeah.
I'm a
It's
grown ass
it's
man.
It's crazy. Ain't it wild? Ain't it wild? It's like it's because of jealousy. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to prove that you better. You can't
Right.
stand it. It's like you hate us because you
Right.
ain't us. So you're
Right.
gonna do things to manipulate us or gaslight us. You use black women to say that they're in line, they're getting it, but we're black men. So black men, we got to be in line in a certain way. You know what I mean? You got power structures that that want to. I apologize to go, but it's like, like I love to hear Charleston White speak because
Right.
a lot of people, if you get past all of what he's talking about in some ways, in
Mm-hmm.
essence, he's really
Mm-hmm.
just talking about what it really is. It's war.
Right.
Sometimes America needs, so I hate to be like this on this YouTube channel and I don't want to get you flagged, but most of the times, like, black Americans do need black men worldwide do need to have this racial fight with white men in one way. I'm not saying we should. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that for your YouTube channel or nothing like that, but that's just what it. Hey, at the end of the day, that's what it really boils down to
Well,
because it's a power
what?
struggle.
Sorry to cut you off, but you know what the fight should be? My fight, and even my fight, I feel like this is more like me being as successful as I possibly can so I can have enough power to open up doors for other young black men to come in there and do something positive with their life. That's the way I fight. That's my action.
And
You
you know
understand what I'm
what? And
saying?
yeah, and you know what? That's noble. I say to you, that's noble because the reason why it's noble is because it's innocent. And we see what happens to innocence. so what I'm saying is that it's nothing wrong with that at all, being successful, helping and everything. I'm not saying not to do that. I'm not saying please. The thing is just the topic at hand. The topic at hand, just being spreading truth to the topic. And the
Mm-hmm.
spreading the truth to the topic is that it does need to be just an all-out war. Like they had war, like, because it's a power struggle. I'm talking about fight, like actual fight to take over dominance. And I'm not
What?
saying, I'm not saying,
my man ready to throw joints, man.
no, it's what it really is though. Because, and the reason why I'm just saying the truth. I'm saying the absolute truth. Because when you look at every like this whole community, let me tell you why I say that. When you say success, right? Success means that you still are utilizing their dollars, the dollars that has white faces on it. You see, it's one thing that I did learn from my dad. I will say in one aspect that he taught me that because I listened very, very well. Is that, oh yeah, you can be an outcast. Like I was an outcast in one way, and I'm gonna get it to what however means. But you always still working for this government. You always still working for their need. So it seems like that we will be deemed still mentally ill if you're coming working for them, their point of view, if that makes sense. They have a point of view like levels, right? You got one level, like to say, like that's why I don't believe in uh plateaus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Levels. Like you for them, we're the minority, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to just take it because they say it. You understand what I'm saying? When in fact, it's like, no, we don't have to be considered the minority. That's what you say. You see what I'm saying? That's what you say because you have the outlets to say that. You have this to say that. Well, when in reality, we could take that outlet away from you right now, and then we have the outlet. You got me? So
But you know, you
that's
know,
why.
you know what you know what the big problem with that is, and I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
just tell you.
it's a problem. It's a problem with it. It's definitely a problem with
No,
it.
but hold on. You know what the issue with that is, and I kind of understand what you're going, but
Yeah,
um, the issue with that is this: the reason why the black men are not in power as they should is because we don't know how to stick together. That's the main thing. So
I agree.
even though you feel that way,
Right.
there's gonna be a
Oh
whole
no.
line and list of other
Oh,
black men.
I definitely agree
That's
with you.
going to go totally
I
against what you're saying.
definitely agree with you. That's hey, you know what?
You understand what I'm saying?
That's always the thing. That's always the problem. And
Eh,
that's because of my fault. You speak. You speak because
yeah,
you're right.
and what
You're
I'm
right.
going to say is I don't think that we have to, like I said, I don't think that we have to physically fight with anybody. I feel like our fight is deeper than physical because we know physically
No,
nobody can mess with us.
no.
We already know that. That's established. They
Well,
know that. We know that physically nobody can mess with us. Right?
see, that's why I brought that up. And the reason why it's so important is because we fight, we always turn our attention to me and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we gotta fight each other. I gotta fight Thrilly. Thrilly gotta fight
Mm-hmm.
me. I gotta fight Foster. Foster gotta fight me. It's
Mm-hmm.
always us fighting each other, physically fighting, shooting each other in the streets. It's
Right.
always us shooting each other in the streets.
Right.
And and it's not going out, it's not going any other place. And
Mm-hmm.
so what I mean is that's why they have the guns. You see what I'm saying? They have the guns, they have those type of things, and they always arming
Mm-hmm.
themselves when we are dropping our guards. And any person to do that.
Okay.
When we go ahead.
But like I said, my fight is more mental,
No,
more
I agree.
more
I
mental, right? We have to
You got to.
focus
You
on.
got to.
We got to put ourselves in position in life.
You're right. You're right.
That's the way I feel our fight is at. We have to
You're
put
right.
ourselves in position. Prime example, we talked about this. We always somehow end up getting back to LeBron. LeBron is like, his influence in the NBA is unmatched. He
Yeah.
has the power to make GMs make decisions. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His son, a lot of people feels like don't belong in the NBA, but they still took him because of LeBron. Let's keep it funky,
Right.
right? So how did he attain that type of power? Right? Because his status, who he is. If more black people, get in power, get status as they should, then we could open up doors and have that quote unquote nepotism that we don't normally have as black people.
So
And a lot of other people have utilized nepotism all the time.
let me ask you a question. So if that was to happen, right? What's so what do you explain like Malcolm X and Martin and Malcolm and these
I'm here
individuals?
with you. Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because like like when Malcolm, or I mean not Malcolm, but Martin, when Martin decided to quote unquote come out of the schedule that they would gave him to do, he was murdered.
Okay.
And he was powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say that, I actually agree. What you That's what I'm saying. We saying the same thing, really.
Right.
We are saying the same thing.
Right.
The fight part that I'm saying is the fight of where fed up, the fed up fight. The black folks is fed up. It's like, hey, look, forget it. Let's just go ahead and take it over. Let's call it a day. What you're talking about is still right too, because that's what like we said earlier, that's what the problem is the vision between blacks. What you said, that's what I'm saying. What you said is right too. Because if Malcolm and Martin could have got together still, which was happening, because Martin was actually saying, I don't fear any man before his last speech. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Father. So when a person like that is speaking peace and he's not speaking war, he's not speaking fighting, he's not speaking arming yourself.
Right.
He's speaking right here, right? So, and they still took him out. And that was more worse than anything. You got me?
Right.
So I look at our past and I look at that and I still look at where we are today. And I put all that together and say we're in the same day. We're in the same day. And what's the only thing the individual haven't done? Like the only person who done it was oh God, come on now. I'm saying his name right now. My man who revolted with the revolution at one point. Young man, oh my God, it's in my head, man. It's missing me.
What?
He was a slave. He was a slave. I can't even think of his name right now.
Oh, you talking about Nat Turner?
Nat Turner. Nat Turner. It's in my head, but I can't get it out. Yes,
Nat Turner.
Nat Turner. Like the Nat Turner is what we need. We need 100 Nat Turners. We need 1,000 Nat Turners. They're all about the same. And an individual like that, and see, and I don't want to get too much into it because you know how when a black man is speaking about something like that, they'll take it and make it into what they want because that's the trickery. That's the
Right,
thing that we're
right, right,
fighting against. Because it's
right,
like, no, that's not exactly what I'm saying right now. I'm not
right.
saying that we should do that. I didn't say we
Okay.
should do that. But I'm
Mhm.
saying that we need Nat Turners in one aspect, and we also need Martins in one aspect to think and say, hey, let's play this situation out on a head because that keeps the balance. What you're saying is important because we need a new way of life. Because black men, we are targeted by calling us mentally ill, doing that type of things like that. So we need a new structure, and that's where you're right. And it's like, hey, let's see the mindset of what the blacks are professional. Blacks are men. Blacks are not boys. Blacks are should be treated no different when we walk out our door. We shouldn't be eyes Googled eyed. We shouldn't have this. You should not have. It's the way to which it's the little things, and there's no laws against people doing that to us. So that's the things that where we can implement those laws into laws to make known so that they see that we are not mentally ill as we're being told we are. So that's what I'm saying when it comes to with the first question that was asked, because
Right,
it gets scrambled and I appreciate you letting me say it. It gets scrambled for either dumb, stupid, or mentally ill. And
right,
it's like, no, it's like we go through pain and when just like white folks go through their pain, but white folks they get baby counseled and they get this and they get that and they get all of this. They're allowed to go and they're not called mentally ill. We're
right,
called mentally ill because black men, because we're going to be the head of the household. We're going to be the fathers. They know that the same Bible we read, they read, and they know that
right,
the household, the head of the household, if we ruin the head of the household, right? It's a cycle. It's a cycle. If we ruin them, if we kill them, if we say that they're mentally ill, they're not fit to put money into the household that you're speaking of, right? They're not
right.
fit to do that. So they attack the strongest ones. They attack the ones like that. They attack and it doesn't matter. They attack you if you black anyway. They attack if you black. It doesn't matter if you're strong or weak. You black, they attack you. Um, and I'm not saying whites. I just mean the structure, the way the world is in a certain way. So that's
Got you,
because we're meant to rule. We are meant to rule.
got you, got you.
And that's
I
what I
hear
mean in that type of way. Yeah. It
my
sounded
man, my
like it was
man.
violent, but you know what I'm saying, right? What I mean. I'm
Listen,
just
man.
telling it.
I hear you, man. And I stated my aspect. You stated yours. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
I
I
said,
agree.
me personally, like I said, my fight is more mental
I agree.
and me, like I said, me making sure I put myself in position so my family could benefit, my
I'm in
kids,
the, I'm,
and
hey,
and
I'm with the same thing.
and other young brothers that I can possibly help out
That's right.
could benefit off of my hard work. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
right.
you know,
That's right.
because that's how it is. We gotta help lift each other up. And if
Yep.
if more of us had that type of mindset, we'll be further quicker. Because I'm
You're
always
right.
the type of person like this. Like, in my life, like I don't wait for nobody to say, here's an opportunity, Thrilly. I go out there and I get it.
That's
Just like
right.
tonight. Just I
That's
ain't gonna
right.
lie to you. Just like tonight, when you see me and I got back, I was a little hit. I just got back. I went out somewhere. I had a little, you know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
was looking at my eyes like, yo, Thrilly, you good?
Nah, I seen, you know what? I seen your bags and I could tell like you've been
I was a
working. You've been
little,
working. I know what that's like. Yeah.
no, not just working. I was a little, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
I
was
went out.
drinking.
Yeah, I had a little drinky drink. But I'm
Okay.
a type of person like this. We spoke about going on live all week. If
Right.
I make a commitment, I don't care. As long as I'm not passed out drunk, which I probably won't be. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'm gonna stand on my commitment, as you see. Because
Right.
you know why? I'm a firm believer of not, like I said, I'm not gonna wait for nobody to say, oh, Thriller, you know what I'm saying? I see what you're doing on social media, so let me give you opportunity. No, I'm gonna let my work speak for itself. I'm gonna actually put in the work from the ground up. You
Ain't
know what I'm
nothing wrong
saying?
with that. That's
From the
right.
ground up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like you said, days like this is the reason why I'm going to get to where I have to go. Because like I said, I just never gave up.
Let's go.
I kept on going even when I was tired, even when I was a little
Right.
tipsy, even no matter what the situation is, I stuck to the script.
That's a man. That's a
Same
man.
thing with you. Same thing
That's
with
a
you.
man. Yeah, that's just a man. That's just normal. That's
Same,
normal.
same
Just a
thing with
man.
you, bro. But yo, listen. I wanna play. I wanna see if I can get into some clips because I know
Okay.
I mentioned. I told you. I said, yo, I wanna play some clips
Yeah.
to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like, maybe get
Yeah.
some maybe get like a little different reaction. So let me see if I can pull up some clips real quick. Let me get the media, man. But I just want to say thank you, Dario. Thank you, the
Nah, thank you.
sponsor.
Thank
Thank
you.
y'all so much for being a part of this live.
Let's
You know,
go. Let's
and
go.
and,
Let's
and
go.
using your intelligent insight to actually educate people. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Go, man.
I really appreciate that.
I gotta get you on that UFO tip one of these days. Wait, what happened to you? Where you go? There you go.
Yeah, I'm back. Say that again.
I gotta get you on that UFO tip one of these days, man. One of these days, I know, but we're gonna have to get on that one day, man. It's gonna blow your mind, man.
That's a whole nother scenario, man.
That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing though.
But yeah, let's see if we can get some of these clips going. Give me 1 second. Let me see what clip I wanna throw up there. Hold on 1 second.
All right, no problem.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, I got one right here. I don't know if it's too long. It might be too long. Let me see if they let me add it. Let me see. Sometimes this thing's that's not let me add it. Hold on. Not let me add that one. All right, hold up. Let me try this clip. Okay, so let me add this one.
Okay.
Okay, it's not letting me add this one. It says it must be type M4. So that one I can't add. Hold on, let me try another one. Let me try this one. Let me see if this one works. Let's see what's going on here, Dario.
All right, no rush.
Nah, no rush at all, brother. Next time I'm gonna have all these clips. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to have these clips. My apologies. I was supposed to have these clips all queued up already, but
That's okay.
as you know what I'm saying, life be life, and man, I be so busy doing my thing.
Now you good.
You know how that go, bro. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Maybe this clip could come through. Hold on. These clips ain't really adding, my boy.
Man, I gotta come back out to New York, man. I gotta come
Yeah,
back
man.
one of these
You
days.
when the last time you was out here, man?
2000 and God, 2015, 16,
Wow.
2015, 16. Man, I love New York,
Wow.
man. I love it. We about to start traveling again, man. We moving from where we are right now, so we looking for a new place right now. I mean, well, actually, we
Okay.
just got the place. We just got the place, so we about to move. We staying in
Oh.
LA. We still staying in LA. We ain't going nowhere. You know, we still in where we at, but
Okay. Yeah,
mhm.
man. Listen, whenever you in New York, man, definitely link a brother, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man, we
saying?
start
We go
traveling.
out, have a good time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit you when we get to New York. Oh, we gonna hit you definitely.
Yeah, man. These clips, I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, you know what? They said I probably gotta save it. And you know what? Next time I have it right, man.
Yeah,
These
it's all
clips is
good.
not even uploaded, man.
It's
Let
all
me see if
good.
I could. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Maybe I could. Let me see if I could do this one. Hold on. This one is gonna come up. I think this one's gonna come up. This is an old one too. I got a whole bunch of funny clips. I know you follow my Philly Throwbacks page.
Man,
You know
yes.
I'll be dropping a whole bunch of these clips that people be
Let's
loving,
go.
man. And I wanted to kind of like incorporate that on my lives, some of that, so I
Dang,
can
how,
get like
why
a
ain't it
little
doing
different
it? You was doing
reaction.
you did it last time. You had it working last time. It ain't working this
Yeah,
time,
I
huh?
don't know. Last time it was working. I don't know. I don't know what it is today, man. I don't know if it's for the fact that we was on live for so long. I don't know. I don't know what's the issue today. I don't know. It should have been great. It should be going already. I don't know. But anyway, do you want to before we dip? Do you want to talk about the new
Family?
music that you sent? Remember that music that you sent me earlier? You want to touch on it real quick before we dip?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Touch on it.
My homeboy Riz. Shout out to Riz.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was somebody that I produced. I just did a track for him. He got a new album called
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh man, oh my god, my head all over the place right now. Um, damn man, what's the name of his album, man? I just produced it, man, but I produced a record on his new album. So he just put it out. Oh man, I can't even think what it's called, man. Love to You. Oh my god. Let's try this again.
Cause everybody gonna fucking critique everything.
Shout out to Riz. Riz got a new album
Shout out to
called
Riz.
Yeah, Riz. Yeah, Riz in the booth from Philly. He's from Philly. Got a new album called Love to You, in
Yo,
which
that's
I produced. Love to You, the album. Love to You, the record that I produced. I produced so many beats, so many things and stuff. My thing is just getting artists and rappers and stuff to understand what they're doing to kind of like get them right to make right money and make right moves.
right.
Like I said, everybody want to be Jay-Z, and it's cool. That's a good endeavor. But let's get the business straight first. Let's get it right, and then you could be Jay-Z.
Let's get that business right.
Yeah, let's get that business straight. Let's be respectful. Let's keep our people right, and then let's go make a million. Let's go hit the Grammys. I've been to the Grammys. I want to go to the Grammys
Ooh,
again. I want to go. It's the hardest thing ever, man.
that's fire.
Hey man, I didn't know why they wanted to go to the Grammys. I know now. Grammys is hot, man. Grammys is fire.
It was fire. It was a good time.
Fire, man. I want to win a Grammy now, man. I want to win a Grammy.
You know what, Dario? Listen, man, it's very possible, man. You keep on putting that work in, man, and staying on top of your game. Anything is possible, brother.
Yeah, man. You gotta see it first. You see that mug, you be like, oh, wait a minute. I want a Grammy now.
You gotta visualize it, man. You definitely gotta visualize that thing. Like I said, anything is possible.
Man, I hope they pick me up, man, because I'm dark skinned. You know us dark skinned guys. They don't.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
They always make our life the hardest. They make us hard.
But
yeah, they don't treat us.
But yeah, listen, they do. But guess what? Listen, nobody can stop us, bro. Like I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, and I was saying, no matter what obstacles I faced in my life, I always got to my destination. Always. Even it didn't matter how long it took, because I'm just a person that I have a non-give up factor that's inside of me. I will not quit. I would not give up. And that's the thing. And I have a phrase that I use. You only lose when you quit. You only lose in life when you quit. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? If you used to say, you know what, I give up, man. I'm not trying this no more, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you lose, bro. But as long as I got breath in my body and I got and I could maneuver and I can get around, I'm gonna go after my goal. And I'm not gonna stop till I get there, bro. And that's just the way I am. And yes, it doesn't suck. Right. Us as black people, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't suck that we have to work 20, 40, 50,000 times harder than the next man. Yes, it sucks. That's the cards that we're dealt. It is what it is. It sucks. But at the end of the day, hey, I put it to you like this. Once you get there, bro, the joy that you're going to have is going to be God-given, bro. Because you knew everything that it took just to get there, bro. You knew what it took to get there. It wasn't handed to you. It wasn't like a lot of these other people out here that inherited, their wealth. It wasn't like that. We didn't inherit that. We had to scratch, crawl, grind, climb, jump over hurdles,
but get knocked down. Crazy. They don't even respect that.
Get pulled back up again. Yeah. Doubting yourself at one point, picking yourself back up, praying.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, bro, we go through the fire just to get to where we gotta go. So once we get there, it's like you'll cry tears of joy, bro, because we knew all of the obstacles and all of the things that we had to go through just to get there, bro.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything too easy is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look for nothing to be easy for me no more. I don't care if it's easy or not. I don't care if it's hard. Just like Nipsey said in the song. You know what I'm saying? When he's last time that I checked, when he said that one line I love, he said, with sweat dripping down my face because the mission was hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the mission was hard. It wasn't an easy mission. I had to grind. I had to sweat to get here.
Hey, we never got to talk about Big U. What happened with Big U?
Yeah, but you know what? Let's
Let's do
save
another
that for
time.
the
Another
let's
time.
save that for the next live because
Another time.
we already an hour and 14 in. I'm
Oh
a, I'm a,
yeah.
I'm gonna cut this
Oh
up,
yeah.
but Dario, don't go because I want to try something. I gotta what I want to do. I want to end this live, right?
Okay.
And then I want to jump back on I just want to test something out because I heard on StreamYard
Yeah.
what I'm gonna start doing. I'm not gonna only stream on YouTube. I'm gonna
Mhm.
connect the YouTube with the. You can stream on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, I believe.
Oh, that's
So
tight.
that'll be better. That'll kind of incorporate everybody. And then
Oh yeah. Yeah.
what I could do, I can tell my Facebook followers to follow the YouTube and my so
Yeah.
on and so on.
Yeah. That's tight. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Remember,
Put it together, man.
I'm new to StreamYard. I'm new to streaming. I don't really stream like that. Like I said, I'm more drop
You
videos and
good.
stuff
You ain't
like
gotta
that.
tell me. You good. You
I'm
good.
new to
Whatever
this,
you doing.
bro. I'm
Yeah,
new to
whatever
this.
you doing.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie to you.
I ain't even tripping on you.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm about to end this right now. And let me just say
Okay.
this before we end this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dario. Shout out to you, sir. You're amazing. Like I said,
Likewise.
your
Likewise.
opinions, I respect. Everybody got their own opinions and own mindsets. So I would never cut, even if I disagree with something, I would never cut you off. I'm gonna let you speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? And you're very
Mhm.
intelligent. And I appreciate you. And I want to also say shout out to Fasa for rocking out with us for the time being and stuff
Shout
like
out
that.
Foster. Shout out Foster.
Shout out to Fasa.
Shout out to Thrilly Throwbacks. Shout out to
Thank you.
Thrilly Throwback. Huh? Come
Thank
on
you,
now.
brother. You
Thrilly
already know.
Throwback always trying to show love, man. Let somebody show love back to him, man. Shout out to Thrilly Throwback. Went through the
Appreciate you.
mud, still getting it through, learning everything, putting it together. Shout out to Thrilly Throwbacks. Cut that up, chop that up.
I
Thrilly
appreciate you.
Throwback.
I'm definitely gonna chop
Come
that up.
on,
Thank
man.
you, man. I
Chop
appreciate the
that up.
love, man. But Dario, I need you to. I need you. What I'm gonna do? We're gonna end this,
Okay. Yeah.
and then let me just go back on just for an experiment. See if so I could let me see if I can connect the three real quick, and then after that we done, man. You know what I
Copy
mean?
that. Copy that.
Salute, brother. We
Salute.
out.
Always. Oh, no doubt.
We out.